Hi, in this tutorial we will review some of the databases that we will need to solve some exercises from your Oracle account. These databases actually were taken from the textbook website, and we actually did that before. So remember that in the text website we went to this page, and then there is a link to the script. We were using this already, where you can create the tables like listed over here, and then here we got a link to populate those tables. Like for example, this is the one for the student, and then something else that we need to remember is that when we're creating the tables, for example, we create table employee first, and then we had to create department next. Why? Because if we create works needs the DID, and it's a foreign key to a table that doesn't exist. So it's going to give us an error. So first we need to add employee doesn't have a foreign key to another table, so it will be okay. Then we do the same with department. Then we do works, because then these two foreign keys will find the other tables. And then the way that we were populating these tables, we were using this example, we were using Oracle loader. We were using this. Remember the exercise that we did with a student? We created the table student, and then we got from that website the information to populate. So we created a file student.txt, and there was another tutorial which explained the steps to do this. Then we created another file with this information, and then you executed this, and then you were able to populate, for example, a student. Okay, so there are other two things that we need to consider, that the same applies when we're loading the tables. For example, if I load table employee, I do that first. I can now load table works now, because it will have some reference to department which doesn't exist, and then it won't insert that, and we won't be able to notice that from the new Unix prompt. So we do this second, and then we do works. Now something else that we need to check is that, for example, on table flights, there is a type on the attribute distance that is type of, no, I'm sorry, on the parts, and arise auto type date. And then in that case, we need to specify the format for date, otherwise you won't be able to insert. So for example, on flights, this is the data that we got from the website. So this is the table, and then the parts and arise out of type date, as you can see here. And then in the data, we see that the format is a 4-digit for the year, and then there is the month, then there is the date, and then there is a 24 format for the hour, like some people call that the military time, then the minutes, and so on. So then for that, we need to specify in the CTL file, only for that one, that the part is date. And then next to that, we specify the format like this. Okay, and the same for arrives, because it's date. That's the only difference. Now, in the tables that I have listed here, these are all coming from the website, but in the website only talks about sailors. So I'm also adding boats and reserves, because in the exercises that are done in the chapter, they also mention those tables. So I'm asking for those tables too. And all these databases have been created in an account jQuery. Then you need to um, get the information from your account. I gave permission to all of you to read my database from my account. So for example, you want to see table employees, you do select, for example, star from. You do the following emp. I mean, you know this statement is going to be looking to get all to list all the attributes from your table emp from your account. But if you want to see my table, so what you need to say is from jQuery dot. So here you say select the star from jQuery M. So here is saying that it's located in that account, and this is the name of the table. So it's not looking at your table. So in the case that, for example, votes and reserves, you're doing the same, sailors. So in some of the exercises, I will ask you to read the tables from my account because I may have any specific data that I want to see you check. Now, by the way, on the table votes, no, yeah, on tables reserves, I have a date, which is a type date, and have another example for that. So here, for example, reserves as a date. Remember what I said in my previous explanation, like in flights? Then here, for example, the format that I found in some of the exercises in the textbook, for example, here is October 1098. It's a 2-digit year, and in flights, remember that it started with a 4-digit year first, and then month, and then it has time. So then here in your CTL file, you need to be sure that you got date, and then you specify the format in that way. Okay, so this is just was the explanation of the tables that we will be using. Thank you.